The woke meltdown of those involved with the Acolyte is going faster than I thought it would. We saw, of course, the Disney marketing scheme early on with how that they're going to portray everybody who hates the Acolyte as racist, sexist, bigots, homophobic. And sure enough, we had this cringy video, which we reacted to on the live stream last night. I made my co-host watch the entire thing. He might not be my co-host anymore because that was absolutely wild. Now, they're going around on Twitter and the like saying, oh, she made this beautiful music video in 72 hours. She's so talented. Oh, the bigots are owned. And I don't think they understand how cringy and stupid that video actually looks. And if you go on Instagram and look at Amandla Stenberg's reactions, almost everything on there is like negative. She's getting ratioed hard. And so as a response, she's lashing out against YouTubers who are critical. This is insane. And I've never seen anything like it. It's a brand new day. And now the people who actually are commentating on Star Wars are getting in trouble. And this is not the first I've seen of this with the Acolyte. I mean, they are getting people demonetized. It's really bad. And more, and it's because they have no other option, so they're trying to silence anybody who has an opinion on this. That is their only option left. This is what authoritarianism is. This is what Disney fascism is. It's crazy. And here we are. My name's John Delarose. Welcome to the channel. I've been fighting the culture war a long time. This is my Justified Saga of the Nano Templar. If you're a fan of Star Wars, you'll absolutely love this trilogy of books, and you can get them all on Amazon very easily, just one click. And we've got a beautiful, beautiful 3-book set. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Got some great ratings, 172 ratings so far, and thank you guys for reading this. It's available on ebook, print, and audio, and I'll put that link in the description below. Thanks for supporting the channel. And please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here. We are fighting against these awful people and all of their tactics to silence you because, gosh, they just don't like the fact that you don't like their show. That's what it all comes down to. So she released the video on Instagram, as I mentioned, saying, Happy Juneteenth, and to those who are flooding me with intolerable racism, since it took me 72 hours on my laptop to make this song and videos, you got 72 hours to respond. I expect Choreo. Okay. So the song is really, really cringy. And of course, repeats the, we so bored, don't F with your discourse. Which is really ironic because, that is exactly what this is. She is unhinged. She has a histrionic, crazy woman reaction to the fact that people don't like her show. And so she doesn't F with discourse because she has no points. She has no actual argument about this. There's no facts that can support that the Acolyte is any good or does Star Wars any honor. And so that's exactly what she has. She references in the video this part with an interview with Trevor Noah when she goes off on white people and making white people cry. That's the idea of that movie back then. So she's a racist. And even though she calls everybody else racist, SJWs always project. And when they don't get what they want, they just lash out harder. That's what they do every single time. They always double down as well. And that's exactly what Amandla looks like she's doing at this point. So now she's put up her deal. And, of course, everybody on YouTube's laughing at her really cringy, awful video. And she is getting just destroyed. So now what do? Here's Stuttering Craig. Who runs Side Scrollers, one of the best podcasts out there. If you guys don't watch Side Scrollers, you should. I love it. He pointed out that he got copyright struck over mocking her video. Now, this is something that's happened several times before. Now, Disney and all these other companies have started pushing their trailers of their movies to a point where it's like you can't comment on them anymore. You can't watch them and comment. Otherwise, you get your monetization taken away, which is sad because, it's fun to react to trailers, and we can enjoy that and speculate things, or at least we used to be able to here on YouTube. And it's a promotional thing. Like, even if we're talking bad about a trailer, you're still getting promotion out of it. You should allow people to have discourse about your trailers. That's the whole point of a trailer. But, hey. Now, this, obviously she wanted this to go viral, and it's being posted everywhere. but she's hitting people on this. Now, I'll also note that the Twitter account End Wokeness posted this yesterday as well, posted her video to X, and that got taken down. Now, I don't know if that was deleted. I don't know if that was then flagged as copyright from Amandla, but he was making fun of it as well. And it looks like this is a trend where it's getting struck across the internet. This was a intentional bait where she went out there with something super cringy, super racist against white people, and then when people comment on it, she goes and strikes them for it. It's really sick. And this type of bait and try to get people deplatformed is really a new low for Disney. It's completely unhinged behavior, and you know that's what's happening. They're freaking out because nobody's watching this show. Their ratings are very, very low, lower than Ahsoka. And then, on top of it, the Rotten Tomatoes reviews are so low, the IMDb reviews are so low. The review bomb. The truth is, the audience just hates it. There was a coordinated effort by just different Star Wars shill accounts yesterday to be like, let people enjoy the show. We need to end hate. Because everybody hates this iteration of Star Wars. It is what it is. I mean, they made a bad show. It flies in the face of the lore. It shoves wokeness in your face at every turn, and people hate it. Imagine that. It's like it always goes. So it doesn't stop there. Leslie Headland gave an interview yesterday calling this sad as well. Because she's such an artiste. The Harvey Weinstein acolyte herself. Yes, she was Harvey Weinstein's assistant, and oddly, she placed her lesbian lover in the show, who has some of the worst acting in the entire show, so you know it's all about that casting couch with the Harvey Weinstein types. That's how you get the job. So here she says, I feel sad people would think that if something were gay, that it would be bad. Well, I'll call it right here, guys. It says so in the Bible that it is a sin, and it is something bad. So it's not being, it's an action. You would have to take an action and given to temptation to do the evil. It's not just being and existing. That's where they've conflated this entire thing. Nobody's just existing, causing a problem. So, yes, murder is bad, okay? If you identify as a murderer, you're being a murderer, right? But when you take the action, it's a bad thing, okay? I mean, it's retarded. But this is their logic these days. It makes me feel sad a bunch of people on the internet would somehow dismantle what I consider to be the most important piece of art I've ever made. Okay, well, you're making Star Wars fan fiction. This isn't art. This is like corporate schlock with a high-budget fan fiction. That's all it is. Like, you're not making art. Go make an arty film. Leave Star Wars alone. I mean, this is quite the opposite of what art is. Corporate entertainment is not art, period. Ridiculous. And they conflate this stuff on purpose because if you can't understand what art is, if you can't understand what true beauty is, you can't understand what heroism is, you're not going to be able to understand like what's good and bad, and then they can just continue to produce this schlock, and that's their entire objective. It's like a communism ploy, by the way. This was an agenda that was instituted in the 1960s. And, I'm not afraid to talk about this stuff. Some people just kind of, I just want it to be apolitical. No, this is a communist agenda. And they want to destroy heroism and destroy art, making modern, formless, voidless art and destroying European American culture is actually part of the communist agenda and always has been. And so this is where it all stems from. And where does this communism stem from? Oh, well, I mean, there's a certain demographic I probably can't talk about. Oh, my gosh. So that's it. And remember, she said this is the gayest Star Wars ever. And they were intentionally pushing this. The actress who plays the lady with the weird horns in it, I can't even remember her name, said that her character's in love with Osha, the black chick, in a different interview. It's all about identity politics. It's all about the identity, and then they try to use the identity as a shield, so you're not allowed to criticize it, or you're a racist, homophobic, sexist bigot. That's the entire point of everything they do here. And they're not going to get away with it. This has such audience roundly just condemning this crappy show that there's no way they're going to get past this, despite all of their shrieking, despite all of their creepy, weird music videos, all their cringiness that they're gonna do. The music video reminds me of this. Like a lot of dudes, like when they're young, like blast like sad emo music or whatever, and like write poetry and like post song lyrics to their accounts when they're sad about breaking up with a girlfriend, and it's super cringe every time. It never does anything. That's exactly what this is. This is the Hollywood starlet version of that. Oh my God, you can't make this stuff up. But the Acolyte's going to continue to circle the drain, and we're going to continue to cover it. I don't care. I'm not afraid of them striking. I'm not afraid of them calling me names. And we're just going to tell the truth. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out Justified Saga of the Nano Templar. And we'll be back soon.